Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build-up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Nice game. Moves the ball to the 47. Another first down. Single back. Takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense operating from the pistol. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the 2nd down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Defense not pressing this time. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. Can they recover from that right now? They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And a pick-6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
He's running out of time here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Boise State. A strong game by this quarterback. Planning to try the extra point. To make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Running right through tacklers. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackles made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Good job dealing with the footing. BAT is good. You'll call for the fair catch here. Boise State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Looking to throw it deep. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could hope for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Handoff in a single back formation. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency in his back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. That's the 3rd hit tonight thrown by this QB. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Grab down the middle. It's Joseph. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Caught over the middle. It's Joseph. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 21, Boise State 7.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. He'll hand it off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Quarterback's got it on the option. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Wolverines are in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Michigan. This offense really clicking.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here's the handoff. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Lets it go quickly. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just a pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up 3 yards. So 2nd and 7.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
3rd down coming up.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's caught. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense. And this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks. Maybe bring in the blitz. Anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quick throw to the left. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Pressure is coming. Extending the play now. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is up and no good. the lead remains at 21 after the miss. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Completion makes it second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Getting set. Here's second down. Ball handed off. That's a strong stiff arm. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. Inside the 30. Crosses the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, BSU.
Wow, there's a risky throw here so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception because sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Broncos will kick this away to start the second half. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Wolverines offense is back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looks like he's going to run it. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the wideout goes in motion. Gives it to the back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Testing the right side here. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
But here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the same runner's got it again. After second effort, he's brought down, but has passed the marker. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that one.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on. I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Defense is coming after him. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they got.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a third down play coming up.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Third down, out of the shotgun. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down, but what would be the play call?
This one is right through, and they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. And the Broncos looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about... Flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball. They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense on the field to take over. Hand off to the single back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Linebacker shifting around now. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Heading left after the handoff. Finding some room with the 25. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offensive football at the 40.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
We never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. The Broncos will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking to pass here on second down. Going for a big play downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the defense on this play right here? Because they go in the draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. They pin in their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. At the 30. The 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. He's looking deep here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense has picked up the football going the other way. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense joins the party with a score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
He's going to take another shot right here. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Throws it to the right. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. And the single back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. The Wolverines trying to cash in here in the red zone. They're going to run it here. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Wolverines. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense,
it's blocked. It's picked up by the defense. A live ball. Can they run it all the way back?
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. They stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short down. Again, makes it second and medium. A handoff to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the Boise State offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Throws to the tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any...
And they heave it deep downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Another big play for this offense, but they are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I would keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented, and this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm, and eventually they're going to hit some big plays.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. He'll take a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's on the run. Launches deep. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 40, the 30. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Downfield shot. Falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And the quarterback just takes a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.